go to the Brennan website and click the portal button, or you can go to portal.brennanit.com.au. The first thing I'm going to start off is our UAT environment, and I want to show you how easy it is just to reset your password. So if you can't access your account, you just click can't access account, put your email address in and click send code. And unfortunately I can't present this on the WebEx, but I'll actually get a text with the code come through, and then you just enter the code and it will click a link and you just reset your password. The good thing about that is you can do that on a mobile phone. If you're locked out of your PC, just go to portal.brennan.com, click can't access your account, put in your email, and as long as you've got a mobile number registered, it'll send you an SMS where you can reset your password. Does require that your mobile number is in AD, but we can help you with bring your own device policies for staff so that they can have their mobile number just for password reset. Just ask your account manager and we can do all of that. So let's get on with the actual demo. So I'm going to use a test account, and it's fully, you use your, when logging on, you use your current Brennan IT username and password, and it's fully single sign-on or multi-factor authentication compatible as well. So this is the home page for the IT administrator, and it's a start, as I said, of the theme of visibility. So obviously it's a ticketing portal. As an administrator, I can look at my tickets. You can see 2 tickets that I've created just for the demonstration. I can look at all my company's tickets, which allows me to see every ticket in my account, and I might actually go and just look at all of Ensign's tickets. So I can filter, view, search for any type of tickets that I want. When I've got the ticket that I need, they're color coded based on priority. I can see the state of the ticket, a history of all the updates, and I can actually say thanks, issue has been resolved and ticket can be closed. And so anyone, not just IT administrators, but your end users can log on, see their tickets, and actually update their tickets and see any of the updates that are available there from the Brennan side. In addition to the tickets, we're also pushing for a lot of automated requests, and we do that through the service catalog, which we can see up here. So I can actually go and make a request. Obviously I can submit a ticket, it'll work out if it's an instant or a response, and the area we focused on for this release is what we call staff management. So all these are automated, and so what will happen is these will go through automatically and get updated in close to real time. So instead of logging a ticket, waiting for it to be assigned to an engineer and him manually doing the process, these are all what we call automated straight through processing. And the only reason it isn't 3 minutes is because we have to sync to Office 365. So the key one is onboarding staff member. That's the one I'm going to show you, but we've got offboarding, calendar mailbox access, and things such as that. So you'll notice here that all I need to do is go put a first name, a last name, and these are actually drop downs. So what will happen is as you type, it'll actually get a formal location, and it's really important. Sorry guys, it's going a bit slow on the demo system. It's really important that these are what we call formal fields. So because in the background, the automation is going to go and work out what security groups they should get based on the information that we're providing at the moment. So we formalize all the job titles, work out all your office locations and your departments. And so the way the automation works is we work out that people in Melbourne need the Melbourne printer and maybe some drives. You know, people in the sales department need access to Salesforce. People in finance need mind your own business. And we also do email distribution groups this way. So we know that if you're in the administration department, you need to be in admin-all mail group. But we also know that if you're in the administration department in Melbourne, you need to be in the admin-vic distribution group as well. And we have a special bit of machine learning technology that in the background goes and analyzes all your existing groups and works out which ones you should be part of. Okay, we also take a mobile phone number. If we can get that up front, that helps, particularly for things like multi-factor authentication. So you can set some other bits like you can change the license, and if you have multiple email domains, you can change the email domain. You can also set when they're going to start, but if they're a contractor, when they expire. You might have some optional things like A3 printers or applications. And then, as I said, what the automation has done is it's gone through and worked out you're going to need the Melbourne printers, print operators, remote desktop users, and VPN users. So we actually tell you the groups that they're going to be made part of, and then you click submit. And so in the background, that'll go off, create the user in Active Directory, add them into all the groups in accordance with the business rules, assign them an Office 365 license, sync it up to Office 365, and they should be able, now we've got the ticket. There's a ticket there just so we record that it's happened, but that will have gone through already. So if I go back home, that user will be able to log in and send and receive emails instantly. So the next thing, and user decommission is likewise the same. I'll talk through that. That happens immediately as well, and we convert everyone to a shared mailbox and do a lot of things that I'll talk to in more detail. I'll just touch on it briefly, but there'll be announcements coming of this soon. So we're looking at risks and improvements. This is where we're trying to help identify where there are things to improve in the environment, getting very proactively, and also some of the risks, such as your SAN is running out of disk space. So they'll be available here, and the service experience guys will do a big launch and demonstration of that later in the year, but that allows us to build out a roadmap of improvements. So the next thing I'm going to show quickly is cloud ordering. Anyone who has cloud VMs knows the previous process for cloud ordering was lots of paperwork. We'd have to send you a variation order. We'd have to do lots of shoving bits of paper around between sales and then engineering to get stuff done. It's now all been moved online, and this is the first part of what we're going to do. So I go upgrade cloud server. I can see all my cloud servers. I can pick this one. Oh, that's actually a PC as it happens. I get the virtual machine name, and I can add vCPUs. Currently there's 2, that'll make it 4. It'll let me know what it's going to cost as I do it. I've currently got 4 gigs, let's go for 8. I've currently got 100 gigs of disk, let's have 200. And I can choose a backup policy, basic, standard, advanced, or DR, and then if it's an emergency, I can click that so it happens out of hours. I just click order now. Now, because I'm the IT admin, I self-approve orders. So we do have commercial approvals. I'll just show them to you. So the commercial approvals will always go to the customer IT admin whenever there's a commercial cost. But because I've requested it and I am the admin, that's gone through as approved. And so up the top here, you can see the basics of the ordering system, and you can just see that's gone straight through. That's actually sitting in the engineer's inbox. If this was the real system, we're actually in the UAT environment. But I can change my mind. I can cancel the order if I want. So let's cancel that. And you can see down here, someone else has entered a new cloud server order, which I can either approve or reject. And if I go home, We'll see down here, this My Approvals. You can see whether it's change control or whether it's a commercial approval. You can actually approve or reject there. So I can go click on it to go and see what exactly is the order, and then I'll approve that one. Yeah. So that happens if Brennan enters it on your behalf, or your service manager or an engineer. That will still all go through, and you can have your staff request changes to VMs and they'll come through to you for an approval. That's an area we're going to build out a bit more, but that's what we've released now, and there's no paperwork. So you can get a cloud VM issued and ordered in minutes, and if you make it an emergency order, it'll actually get, the engineer will pick it up almost immediately. So the next thing that I wanted to show you, obviously we're building visibility as we go. So we're working quite hard on building a picture of the assets that we manage. So this is my organization and an overview, so I can see all my active staff with their title, department, location, their phone, and also their manager. If I want to go to a particular manager like Ensign, I go down, I can actually see his direct reports. Anyone who's particularly switched on is going to notice that's the new user we just created. The fact you can see him there means you know that he's available. But I can also look at Ensign's open requests. If he's an IT admin, I can see any changes that are planned or changes that will be made, have been made in the last 90 days. I can see the computer that he uses, and eventually we'll start looking at the software on that computer. And I can also see what Office 365 licenses he has. So he's got an E5 and a Visio. And again, as I showed you with the catalog item, we can actually go and add or remove Visio to existing staff. The other key thing around my organization customer request is we're starting to build out the contracts that we have with the customer, which will also show if they're service packs, how many service packs hours there are. And then so we can reconcile the billing, we'll also show what we call your entitlements. So on the bill, there may be 64 users. What will happen here is you can actually see the entitlement, and you can go in and see there's 6 workstations on the bill, and I've actually got 3 entitlements there. I need to change that, but we can see whether what we break down the actual billing line item, so it'll exactly match what's on the bill. You can also see your static data, your job titles, your departments, your locations. As I said, for the automations to work well and properly, we need these to be formalized, and we'll build the business rules on the back of those. This is me in main Brennan, so I'm seeing everything, not just things, so that's why there's so many tickets. But if I click on reports and go customer synopsis, we change this data so it's not all green. Otherwise it's a bit of a boring demo. This is live Power BI dashboards, and it comes back to giving you guys the visibility to build the trust that we're doing the job. And so over time, these are going to replace the monthly reports that you get. You'll still be able to export them to PDF and send them off for a board report. But it starts with a dashboard where we talk about our response resolution SLA, our update SLA against the goal. You can look at patching, greater service, but the one that's really resonated to date with people is the real-time NPS. So if I look at here at the real-time NPS surveys, I can actually in real time, we'll give you the visibility so you know how your staff feel about the Brennan service. So you can actually see the tickets that we're processing for your staff, the scores that they gave us, any commentary. Obviously this is Brennan, we love ourselves, so there's 10s all over the place, but you can also occasionally see zeros. We put some zeros in there, and there'll be the people who aren't 100% happy with the service, and then you could be across those topics and maybe even ask questions about it or talk to your account manager about those things. But everything else that's in the monthly report, you've got this capacity, you've got the backup the backups that have gone through, any warnings and any failures. So as I said, we're just making this stuff available to you so you can gain trust from the evidence